What's going on, guys? I have a big German Shepherd here named Smoking Joe, who thought he'd just come on the show today. Welcome, guys. This is Gabriel Skywalker. This is Smoking Joe Skywalker coming to you guys with an NFL main slate video. I'm trying to keep a straight face here. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. And if you're ever so inclined, if you want to leave Smoking Joe and I a couple dollars in the tip jar, well, thank you. Um, there's a super thanks down below. You get a special shout out in the next video. And I'm trying, guys. I'm trying here. You get a special shout out in the next video. And it goes to a great cause. It keeps the channel going. And hopefully keeps Smoking Joe. Look at the size of his head. You want to sit? Guys, let's start the freaking show. All right. So yeah, he's gonna be whooping and barking and sit. It's all right. If I say a certain word, he barks. So I do apologize, guys. But yeah, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below because if this video gets 100 likes, 100 comments, you get a free 1 month DFS club membership. One freaking month on the his owl. So um incentive for you to do that. And I'm just trying to get more eyes on the channel, all that good stuff. Um, One huge last Sunday. I'm gonna show you guys how I did last Sunday. Um, let's shout out first. You want to come up here, Smoking Joe? Up. Come on, up. You want to help me shout out the super thankses? Okay, so we got a super thanks yesterday from Mr. Jake the Snake Lomazal. Sorry, dude. He says $5 super thanks. I love this channel. Love the energy here. Love the DFS club. Oh, it's DFS Gods. Nice, dude. Thank you for all your help and your content. Thank you so much, Jake the Snake. Really appreciate it, brother. Very generous. It's gonna go a long way towards the channel, towards everything, man. So shout out to you. And if you want to be next in the video for our shout out, if you want to leave us a couple dollars in the tip jar for Smoking Joe and I, you get a what was that, Smoking Joe? You wanna say something? No? Okay. So this is Smoking Joe's second video. So it's gonna be a little crazy, it's gonna be a little chaotic, but I think we can get it together here. All right, so let me show you guys how I did last week. Won $1,200 in the main slate. So let me show you guys that. So $1,200 on Draftkings. Very nice. And then one of my FanDuel lines came across. When I win, the family wins because I give out all my lineups, guys. With the DFS Club membership, you get all my lineups, the ownership, the members only podcast, all that stuff. You see a lot of the club also won. So Sunday night football too. Sunday night football had a big win. Let me scroll down. Hopefully I didn't pass. Here we go. Boom. Sunday night football. What I won? $600 win here. So for Sunday, $2,000 total win, $200 invested. So it was a great week for NFL. NFL has just been really, really good this year. Probably one of the best years I've had so far. And we're looking to keep it going. I know that NBA's here. I know that MLB's still going, NHL's going, everything's still going, guys. But you want to come join the DFS club, it doesn't matter. Like The Rock says, it doesn't matter. We play every single sport. Every single damn sport, guys. You go to the website here, go to dfsclub.com. You got DFS Space, my brother from another mother, myself, Skywalker DFS. We crushed 700 members now. Over 700. You get every single sport, not just NFL, guys. Space is killing it with NBA right now. I'm killing it with NHL right now. I've been min cashing on NBA, but I'm due. You guys know when I'm due, I'm fucking due for a takedown. So come take a look at our slideshow, man. Lots of big winners. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. So Smoking Joe and I get credit, and then pick your plans, guys. We're 14 bucks a month. Smoking Joe, we're only 14 bucks a month. Can you believe that? You can't believe it. Our gold plans are cheaper than everybody else's monthly plans. Our gold plans are our yearly plans. Every plan's the same. The only difference is the more you pay up, the more you save. Other than that, you get everything, guys. Even with the 3-day passes, we cover prize picks, sports wagering, everything, everything, guys. So you want to come join the winning team. You want to stop taking the fucking bus. You want to join the winners because we're all rich in here, guys. DFSclub.com. Click join now, click my logo, pick your plan, and you guys are in. It's that simple. And as you can see, my face is kind of pale right now. I'm midway into getting dressed up for Halloween because we're going to a Halloween party right after this. So you're like, Skywalker, why are you looking so pale? Hey, just wait for the final costume to be done, okay? Just wait for it. All right. So I think we got all the homework out the way. Yeah, I think so. So let's get into the slate. So I think there are lots of ways we can get different here. Not too much chalk either. I mean, lately these slates have been very chalky, but I think we can get different here, man. So let's go to the position optimizer. We'll start at quarterback as usual. So you got, the pay ups here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys like some value plays, some of my core plays. I'm not going to touch on every single player because I want to win you guys some money this week. I really do, even if you're not a member of the DFS club. So Tua right now, he's coming in pretty chalky at 14%, which is kind of shocking. I know the matchups against Detroit, but it's still Tua. 6.2K. He's not cheap. He's $1,500 more on FanDuel. Not my first choice, but probably a cash game play here. Detroit's ranked 29th in the league against quarterbacks. They give it up to quarterbacks like my baby's mama gives it up to the neighborhood. Kirk Cousins, I know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but 6.1K. He gets that Arizona defense. This game should be high scoring. Um, what is he? $1,700 more on FanDuel, and Arizona's 27th in the league against quarterbacks. And then, dare I say, Daniel Jones. So if you picked him up in your season-long leagues, I think you roll him out there again. He gets the Seattle defense coming off a 32 fantasy point game. He rushed it 11. He rushed 11 times, guys. 6 times, 10 times. People don't ever talk about this man and how many he rushes more than Lamar Jackson lately. So love Daniel Jones at 5.7K. Right now at only 5%. Because he's not, if you think about 5.7, we're used to paying like 5.3 for Daniel Jones. So I think it's a sneaky, sneaky spot. He's gonna be down a receiver this week, right? Smoking Joe? Smoking Joe's trying to tell you. Tony got traded to the Chiefs. So, but I got some sneaky wide receivers for you. So don't you dare be sour. Andy Dalton on paper has the best matchup. The best matchup. The Raiders are ranked dead last. They got the most fantasy points to quarterbacks in the league. He's only 5.5K. And coming off a great week where he had 33 DraftKings points. Right now at 5%. I like Andy Dalton at 5.5. I mean, the best matchup on paper. Sure. And then for a pure fucking dart throw, I mean a pure GPP dart throw. We have a starting quarterback here for only $4,000. Sam Ellinger, guys, for Indy. He's gonna make his debut. $4,000. So play at your own risk. But if you're playing a GPP, no bite, Smoking Joe. No bite. Come here. Come here. He wants to play. Sam Ellinger. Yeah, Smoking Joe's barking. I don't know. You might like to play. Yeah. I think maybe you take a shot, guys. Sometimes I play stupid like that, but it pays off. Okay. I'm just saying. Sometimes I play stupid, but it pays off. All right. So cash game quarterback again. It's going to be Tua, probably Kirk Cousins, GPPs, Daniel Jones, Andy Dalton, and my man Sam Ellinger. Guys, running backs. Derrick Henry has the best matchup on paper this week. He's only 8.4K. Houston's ranked dead last in the league. They got the most fantasy points in the league to running backs. So don't give Derrick Henry a reason. I'm gonna have lots of Derrick Henry this week. Over Saquon Barkley because of the matchup. Barkley has a good matchup too, but Derrick Henry's just a whole nother beast. You got Saquon at 8.1K going up against the Giants. Sorry, going up against Seattle. There we go, Skywalker. I haven't even started drinking yet. 21, 19, 20. Probably comeback player of the year, man. 8.1K. But for me, I'm getting to Derrick Henry. There's more ownership right now on Barkley. Josh Jacobs, 7.5K against New Orleans. The Raiders are going to win this game or come close to winning this game. It's going to be because of Josh Jacobs. He's running like a maniac out there. He's running like who knew, right? Who knew? I made a trade in my season long for him for Dalvin Cook. I kind of want Josh Jacobs back. But 7.5K. Love the play here. Coming off a 40, a 33, and a 38. Let's go, man. He's getting over 20 rushes a game. So look at this. Touches 20, 21, and 28 in his last 3 weeks. So I like the Josh Jacobs play. He won me lots of money last week. Alvin Kamara's in play at 7-1, going up against the Raiders. 18, 18, 27. But out of the two, give me Jacobs. They're very close in price, but $400 cheaper for Kamara. Yeah, he's in play. Kenneth Walker the third. I don't know why he's so cheap. He's 6.5K. Marshawn Lynch-ish. When his style of running, man. Good luck tackling this guy. 6.5. That long breakaway touchdown last week won me a lot of money. So I had Walker and Jacobs as my running backs last week, and it was amazing. 32, 19, 15. He got 20 carries in his last 2 weeks. So I love the price tag for Kenneth Walker the third. Right now at a whopping 18% ownership. Ramondre Stevenson, 6.4K, going up against the surging Jets. Go Jets. Go Jets. It's his backfield, man. It's his backfield. I know Damian Harris is there too, but they're kind of easing him back in. And I think the way you beat the Jets is those little dump offs to Ramondre. So 24, 25, 23, no less than 20 fantasy points in his last 3. 4 out of his last 5, guys. 4 out of his last 5 over 20 fantasy points. 6.4K looks pretty good. Raheem Mostert, 5.9K against this Detroit offense. Yeah. Sign me up for this. Only 5.9K. 15% ownership. So a lot of people are going here. With his career, he's just been injury prone. This is the first year where he's been fully healthy, and I'm knocking on wood. So he's finally showing like what he can do when he's healthy. That was me, Smoking Joe. So yeah, 21, 6, 22, but the matchup's great against Detroit. Christian McCaffrey at 8.7K going up against the Rams. He got a full week of practice in with this new offense. So Christian McCaffrey could legitimately break the slate. I believe Deebo Samuel is out. Let me double check that while I got you guys on here. Let's see. Deebo Samuel news. Let's see. Yeah, he's out. Deebo is out. So they're going to lean on Christian McCaffrey a lot. I love him at 8.7K. If you can afford him and Derrick Henry, I'd say go for it. It's a good week to pay up for running backs. Tony Pollard with no Zeke at 6.1K, coming in at 34% ownership. Going up against the Chicago defense, who gives it up to running backs. 27th in the league. It's his backfield now. So Tony Pollard's got that explosive power. Get him in there for only 6.1K in cash games. Cash games, he's the play. Deonta Foreman. It should be his backfield. Chuba Hubbard's out. He's only 5.3K. Going up against Atlanta. 15 carries last week and 20. You know what? Carolina said, screw you, Christian McCaffrey. As soon as they trade him, they win the fucking game. It's a miracle, man. But they look great last game, man. Shout out to Carolina. 5.3K. Deontay Foreman, I'd say, is too cheap with Chuba Hubbard being out. All right, so let's go to wide receivers. See, Smoking Joe, it's kind of hard to do videos with him because he's still a puppy and he's all over the place. And My goodness. All right, so Cooper Cup, 9.6K against the Niners. Yep, absolutely. Justin Jefferson, if you're going to stack Minnesota, 9.1K looks pretty good. 20, 33, 34 in his last three. It seems like it's been a while since Minnesota's been on a main slate, but look at the targets, man. 8, 13, and 13. Devonta Adams, he's in play. New Orleans can't stop the pass. It's just Derek Carr. I can't get over the Derek Carr factor. If he had a better quarterback thrown to him, I'd be like, yeah, get him in there. But I'd probably rather go Justin Jefferson. Then you got Tyreek Hill at 8.5K. So if you're doing a Tua line, you got to throw Tyreek Hill at 8.5, going up against this Detroit defense. And if you're going to play Jalen Hurts, you got to put AJ Brown in there at 7.7K. Not the most consistent cat out there, but 8.77. The thing is, Jalen Hurts likes to rush in for the touchdowns. So that's why the fantasy points, the touchdowns, it's all going Jalen Hurts' way. He'll just rush it in himself. So to be wary, you can actually kind of play Hurts by himself. DeAndre Hopkins is too cheap. We saw him last week come back from suspension. He's only 7.4K. He got 14 targets, guys. 14. 23 DraftKings points. Going up against Minnesota. Again, I expect this game to be high scoring. Give me DeAndre Hopkins at a discounted price at 7.4. Jalen Waddle for those Miami stacks looks pretty good at 6.7. With Tua back there, he'll get the targets. They got a Detroit defense this week. So I get the love. Brandon Ayuk, 6.1K. It's going to be him, McCaffrey, and we'll get there. We'll get to the tight ends. But Ayuk should feast here at 6.1K with no Deebo Samuel, and he has 11 targets in his last two. Jimmy G's loving this guy. 28 and 15 DraftKings points in his last two to boot. So give me Brandon Ayuk at 6.1. Chris Olave at 6K. Firmly in play. Love this kid. 14 targets last week, 21 DraftKings points. They're going to air it out against Vegas. So love me, Chris Olave. And then I love DJ Moore. I love this price tag. 5.3K. Without McCaffrey, you got 10 targets, 20 fantasy points. So if you take those targets away from McCaffrey, they're going DJ Moore's way. So I love the price tag at 5.3. Right now at 18%, kind of high. A lot of people are seeing the writing on the wall here, but that's really cheap for DJ Moore and his upside. And then you got the indie receivers. They're all priced about the same. Paris Wee Campbell has been the man so far, 4.5. But again, there's a new quarterback, so we'll see what happens. But Paris, 12 and 11 targets. He's been getting open, 23 and 19 in his last two. It's a GPP at most. Every time I've stacked Indy this year, it's kicked me right in the old prison pocket. But if you're going to take a shot with that $4,000 quarterback, you might want to get some pass catchers in with them. Correlate at least one or two. Drake London's kind of cheap this week. Now, I get it. Atlanta hasn't been throwing the ball, but 5.1 for Drake London. He could easily break the slate. Right now, only at 9% ownership against Carolina. He could be a really sneaky play, like a million maker play. So I like him just for the low ownership and the low price tag. I know his ceiling's through the roof. And here's a sneaky play for you guys. So especially if you're playing Daniel Jones, I think with Tony out of town, this rookie Wan'Dale Robinson, 8 and 4 targets in his last two, double-digit fantasy points, 11 and 13 in his last two, and he gets the Seattle defense. So I like the price tag in this 4K range for Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants. Love it. Garrett Wilson, GPP play only. We all know the Jets lost their running back, so they might be forced to air it out. And if they do, Garrett Wilson's their number one option. He's only 4.2K. Beginning of the season looked pretty good. And then they just went run. I don't think they can do that this time. So Garrett Wilson at 4.2 looks pretty good. Not an absolute play, but I'm just trying to find you guys some really cheap gems here. All right, so let's go to tight ends. So tight ends, it might be another week where we do one tight end and then you put another tight end in the utility spot. Because there's just so much value at tight end. George Kittle, me Timbers at 5.7 with no Deebo Samuel looks great. The only thing is, be careful because the Rams are ranked number one in the league against tight ends. They're the stingiest against them. Irv Smith, 3.5K. Arizona gives it up to tight ends. Like, you know who gives it up to the neighborhood. So he's only 3.5K. Will Disley. Will Disley, you guys know I love Big Montana. 3.2K. If Metcalf is out, I love him even more. I love him even more. Um, he likes to get those red zone targets. He gets targets every game. 3, 1, and 4 in his last three. If he gets in the end zone, that's even better. Right now at only 2%. Juwan Johnson looks pretty good too, but then you got Taysom Hill. You got like 5 different tight ends for New Orleans. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. The moose is loose, guys. Pat Fairmouth. So we know this new quarterback loves this guy. He's going to pepper him with targets. He got 9 targets last week, 16 Draftkings points. He's only 3.9K, but he's one of the higher owned tight ends on the slate. So just throwing that out there. Tyler Conklin for the Jets. They might try new things. He's only 3.2. 6 and a 3 in his last 2. He ain't got to do much for 3.2K. Noah Fant for Seattle. If DK Metcalf is out, Noah Fant should see more targets. He had 7 targets 2 weeks ago. Went down to 3 last week, but for 2.8K, I mean, we're talking cheap here. Oh my God, Max Griffin's beating the brakes off the Dirty Bird right now. I got the UFC fights on too. But yeah, Noah Fant for 2.8, definitely. For that price tag, I'm gonna have definitely some shares. Dalton Schultz with Dak back. You guys know this is his favorite option here. It's a safety blanket. 3.7K Dalton Schultz looks really good, even against a pretty tough Chicago defense against tight ends. I can see Schultz getting 10 or more fantasy points here. He's only 3.7. And I think that's it. And then as far as like defenses go, let's take a quick look. Just a quick sneaky peek. I don't pay up for defenses, guys. That's one thing I don't do. Let's see. You might have to a little bit. A little bit. Maybe the Texans defense. Hell, Carolina's defense don't look bad at 2.8K. That's about as high as I'm gonna go. Once we start hitting this like 3K range, like the Jets defense, you can go there. The Commanders, I think, is going to be the most popular because of the Indy quarterback situation. But this quarterback could go off. I think the cash defense is going to be the Commanders at 2.6K because of the $4,000 quarterback they'll be facing. So, favorite stacks for me, I'd say cash games. I'd say probably Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. GPPs, we're looking at the Giants, New Orleans, and dare I say it again, Indy, because I love the pain. All right. I love this $4,000 Sam Ellinger. I'll take a shot at 4K. That way you can pay up for running backs. I definitely want to pay up at running back this week, one wide receiver, and then go like mid and maybe a value wide receiver. And then again, a tight end, get a cheap tight end, and then in your utility spot, throw another tight end in there for some value. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was kind of a quick one. It's just a real cut and dry slate for me. Smoking Joe's at the door. He's got to use the bathroom. So I'm going to get up out of here. Guys, dfsclub.com. Stop losing, start winning. I showed you guys what I did last week. I'm doing that on the regular, man. DFS space with NBA right now is crushing it. NHL right now, I'm crushing it. Stop taking the bus. Stop losing, start winning. Make it a good investment in yourself, especially if you play DFS. Come join the winning team. We got 700 members in here. We're doing something right. Click dfsclub.com. Go to the website. Go check it out. Check out the slideshow. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and then pick your plans, guys. It's that simple. You'll get an instant instant invite to your email. And What else was there? Oh, yeah, if you guys wanna leave a super thanks down below, throw a couple dollars in the tip jar. Smoking Joe and I would really appreciate it. It helps keep the lights on, keep the channel going, and, you get a special shout out in the next video, and I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love NFL still, even with all these other sports going on. So much money to be made, guys. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Absolutely nobody. And remember, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You got to be a subscriber. You got to hit that like button. We got to get 100 likes and 100 comments, and we'll give away a free 1 month DFS club membership in the next video. So I'm Gabriel Skywalker. This is Smoking Joe Skywalker. Smoking Joe, let us get the fuck out of here. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.